Hello there, this is Grace CW Liu, communication expert, and I'm here to help you navigate your unique communication styles. This is your weekly communication style reading. All right, so I'm going to pull your card for today's reading. This message is for you, Fireball. If you're unsure about your unique communication style, then you will need to click on the link in the description box below to take the quiz that will identify your unique communication style. Okay, so let's dive in. Here's the card for you. And it says, when our hearts yearn for action and growth, we should care little about what society says is possible or prudent. So for you, Fireballs, yes, you have a lot of passion and you also have the passion for getting the results that you want. When it comes to communication, you're going to be communicating from your passion, right? You want to motivate the person and you're going to be speaking about topics that you're passionate about. And you want to also share perhaps your motivation to help the person to get the results that they want. So you're speaking from your heart, you're speaking from your passion. And so sometimes, society puts on us restrictions of what is maybe perhaps possible or not possible. And I feel that as long as you are following your heart, even what becomes impossible will become possible. Because when you follow your heart, your passion, your motivation, the results that you want or have other people get, what becomes impossible will become possible, right? Because when you follow your heart, when you follow your passion, when you follow your motivation, you're going to find ways to make it work because you want it to work. So even though at the moment it may seem impossible or what society may say, no, that is not the norm, that is not going to happen, because of your passion and it's coming from your heart, you're going to figure out ways, right, to make it work. And so, a lot of the times inventors have heard, oh, why would you want to invent that when we have X, Y, and Z? Or why would you want to invent that when it's not even possible? When was the last time you've seen this happen? But it's because of those people that were passionate about making life better for not only for themselves, but for society. They discovered ways and they were working on finding ways to make it possible. So there is a quote, and I believe it's from Audrey Hepburn, where the word impossible, she changed it to the I apostrophe possible. So instead of saying impossible, it became I'm possible. And that's what my feeling is for you, Fireballs, that is what you're going to be doing. When society says no, or, it's not the norm, you're going to follow your heart and change the impossible to make the statement, I'm possible. Okay, this is my unique card deck. So, Fireball, I want you to ask your guides or higher self for your unique secondary message for this week. All right. And we got, what a great message. Communicate, it says communicate from your heart. And that is what I was just saying with the previous card about following your heart, right? So what a great lead up. So what does it mean when to say communicate from your heart, right? Because again, when you're coming from your heart, you're going to be finding ways what might be impossible to make it possible, like we had mentioned before with the previous card, because you're following your heart. But when you're communicating from your heart, what does that mean, right? So for me, energetically, it means that you're honoring yourself, right? You're honoring yourself and honoring others. So that's for me, energetically, I'm going to break it apart a bit. So HEART, what the heart energetically means by breaking up each of the components in the word heart. So for H, it'll be like I mentioned, honoring self and others. E, evolving to a better version. So you're going to be learning, right? You're going to be learning from mistakes, learning from the challenges. And each time as you're learning, you're evolving and you're evolving to a better version. And then A, an awareness, right? Awareness of the lessons, could be awareness of the actions, to be taken, or awareness of actions that need to be changed or shifted. So there's an awareness, right? An awareness of the lesson, awareness of the action, perhaps. And then R, be willing to respond to the lesson rather than to react. When you're reacting, you're just kind of going off the cuff, and whatever happens, you're just going to perhaps react to it. And sometimes the reaction may then not be the one that you had really wanted to take in the first place after you maybe have calmed down. So be willing to respond. Responding means that you're willing to just kind of sit with the lesson and figure out then what needed to be changed or what actually was good that you may perhaps want to keep. And then trust yourself, right? Trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust that as you're moving through this progress, right? It may be slow and you may not see results or the results that you want. And so you might feel like, oh, am I on the right path? Or am I speaking on the right path to help this person or to help myself? But just trust in your intuition, trust your heart that what you are communicating or what actions that you're taking or the path that you are on is the right one for you. And as far as like helping others, that you're trusting yourself, that you are perhaps saying the right things, telling the person the actions to take to help them to get the results that they want. So trust yourself and trust the person that you're speaking to, right? So there's some trust of self, trust of others, all that. So that to me is what heart means. So again, follow your heart, right? So that you are motivated, you're coming from your passion. And then when you do that, you're going to find ways to make things work. And when you're speaking from your heart, your intention is going to come through and you're going to then be able to either, share your passion or show others what they can do to follow their passion and get the results. So that is the reading for Fireball. And to make sure that you're listening to the reading that matches your unique communication style, be sure to take the quiz. The link for the quiz is down in the description box below. Again, this is Grace CW Liu, communication expert. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, amazing solutions are everywhere with clear communication.